Morning. This is Arnie Waters here at Waters Capital in Boston, Massachusetts. The prettiest horse in the glue factory. Heard that on the street a couple of days ago. The U.S. economy, the U.S. stock market in particular, is the prettiest horse in the glue factory of rotten places to invest. So, if you're looking for some returns, the reality is that you might be able to make some money. The next few months are going to be hard money to make. Indeed, a study recently published, I think in the last 24 hours, shows that if you invested on the first trading day, you bought on the first trading day of the month, and sold at the end of that day, you'd be up a lot. If you waited and bought later in the month, you'd have lost a lot of what you made on the first day. So, I don't know what that tells you about the market, but it tells me that the market is full of speculation and not full of people taking long-term positions. And that's not really surprising. With gold at records, with silver and palladium at records, there are a lot of other ways to invest in things. Now, we keep talking about Molycorp probably 4 days a week. You want to make twice, 3 times your money on a really easy basis. Molycorp, US-based rare earth mining company coming into production over the next 24 months or so. You're also going to be hearing a lot from us about uranium. Uranium is the key to solving the world's energy problems. And uranium and nuclear power outside the United States, I'm not going to get into whether or not or under what conditions the United States ought to be building nuclear power plants. Now the technology is tremendously different. But the fact of the matter is, and this is a movement that is greatly enhanced by the recent trouble in the Middle East, the fact of the matter is, other countries like Brazil, like China, like South Africa, even Tanzania, those countries are building nuclear plants as quickly as they can because people do not want to have their economy dependent upon the stability of the oil countries. And I want to remind you that the Saudis, as is their custom, have been lying. They've been lying about how much oil they have. According to our friends at WikiLeaks, we learned that their supply is much less than they had been saying. I want to remind you that there were some people in Cambridge, Massachusetts who were savagely attacked because they said the world was running out of oil. And guess what? 5 or 6 or 8 years later, we're learning that the world is in fact running out of oil. Now, I'm not going to go into what this ought to do for U.S. energy policy. I'm not going to go into how the oil lobby is keeping us enslaved and dependent upon these tiny countries that have vast amounts of oil. I'm not going to go into why aren't we developing our own oil reserves? Why aren't we putting more emphasis on the Canadian and Mexican oil reserves? I'm not going to ask any of those questions. But I am going to say, if you own gold, you own platinum, you own palladium, you own Molycorp, you are going to make a pile of money while all your friends are not. So, prettiest horse in the glue factory, solid returns in gold, gold 1,700 to 2,500, sky's the limit on platinum and palladium. Aim for the ice flows, not the open water. This is Arnie Waters, Waters Capital. Keep swinging.